Hello there and welcome to the Cranky Old Man's blog. Apologise for the lateness of the latest posting. I've had a few things on recently, but here I am, finally ready to rock and roll. So, Sydney, Australia. It's in the evening. I've been following a bit of the news around the place the last few days, and a lot of the main headlines we've had in Australia has been around the excessive heat we've had in certain places, especially South Australia and Victoria. Currently we have the Australian Open on. If those of you who might be tennis fans may know this already, that it's a major event. It's one of the big four worldwide, we call majors. But we've got a lot of leading players who are very concerned about the heat at the moment, and the lack of probably activity by organisers to actually postpone events or even adjust the timing of these events being played. So it's very much out there at the moment, and in turn what happens is that this type of extended weather we're having with the heat does attract a number of people and commentators out there. What I found quite interesting, an observation, is that through this, so there's various people coming out. They seem to appear when when things of these events actually come out and then disappear when things change in regards to the weather situation. I'm not about naming groups of people, organisations or political parties. It's not what my blogs are about. It's just more of a general observation and what I see myself. I'll try to do this from an unbiased approach. And so that what I've actually found, and this is actually a more of a delivery of an observation that came from having a discussion with a good friend of mine who his opinions I respect quite highly. And he came up with these three categories, which are quite interesting. Now he's mentioned that when people come out like this out of the blue and they start making a lot of noise, and there's three categories. And he mentioned that first of all we have one is the observers. Okay, so they're general people, the general public. They sort of observe it and they note, they might make a quiet comment to themselves or their spouse about what's happening with the news and the timing. That's about it. Then we have the commentators. Now these people generally get out there, they have a bit of a discussion about it and throw a few ideas around here, but not a great deal said about it. Then we have the group of people that really concern me. These are the more the activists, the ones that who really get out there and they're beating their chests and they're making a lot of noise about, well, basically about nothing, and which makes me a bit cranky. I find it's all a lot to do about nothing at the end of the day. And they'll say, well, the year this, we've got to blame this and that on the what's happening with the Earth's climate, and the fact that this expansion of 3 or 4 days of hot weather, all of a sudden, it's because of this and that, whether it be the carbon, content in the air, or who knows. I mean, I just find it unbelievable. These people really get out there, they really explode, and they get their names up in light, they beat the chest, and it's all exciting, for them. And then when the weather conditions change, all of a sudden they disappear. You don't hear from them, and there's nothing from them. I just find it unbelievable how the inconsistency of these people to be able to get out there, beat the chest, blame everybody around them, then just quietly disappear. I don't know if you see that yourselves. I don't know. I'd be interested in the comments from yourselves about anyone who may be watching this, particular post. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, I just find it amazing. I mean, there's, as I mentioned, 3 groups of people, and we've got our third group who they just get out there and just, I don't know, for me, they just totally lose it, but disappear. There's no consistency with them. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I won't leave it so long to actually, to get on board and have a discussion about another subject. But as always, no matter where you are in the world, please take care, and bye for now.